is economics gets more and more divorced from these moral questions. What's that story?
So that story, at least the way I tell it, and I think it's a bigger story than what I tell, but at least what I tell is, I think, closer to the truth than what I was told. And I don't mean that I was deceived or anything like that, but I remember talking to good Christian economists, people we work with here at Acton, about this sort of thing. And usually their story is the marginal revolution happened, and then calculus gets introduced to the discipline, and then maybe they, if they really have done some study, they might mention Max Weber, who's a sociologist, but he talked about how social science is supposed to be value free in the early 20th century. But what I found very interestingly was that people, especially in the midst of the Great Depression and the World Wars, economists were still doing political economy. They still thought morality mattered. So Keynes talks about economics as a moral science. Again, I just don't think that that's where it needs to stop, because economists today, even if that's their perspective, they go on TV all the time and they say, well, what we ought to do or what we should do is X, Y, and Z. Ought and should are moral terms, right? That you're evoking a norm, and if you don't reflect on that, it's just going to be something hodgepodge together. Might be inconsistent, might be inadequate. So that's where that political economy, that application, needs the moral side.